Is this appropriate? Hello, my strong friends. So I've been wanting to make a Q&A video for everyone. I get a lot of questions on the YouTubes, and so I just took to Instagram, and hopefully I can answer you all. Surprisingly, I got 85 comments, which is crazy. Callie Dozier, and I'm taking screenshots of everyone's name so I can put it in the video. She asked, do you have any advice for someone who wants to get into powerlifting? Also, is there any advice on what path to take to become a powerlifter? Okay, so basically, when people say that they're powerlifters, that means that they train and compete as powerlifters. Like, you don't have to be a powerlifter to train powerlifting movements, but if you do want to compete to call yourself a powerlifter, you should be wanting to compete for reasons other than that. But pretty much what I would suggest everyone doing, if you have questions about becoming a powerlifter, you don't know what gym to go to or who to talk to, look on powerliftingwatch.com and you can search for a gym in your area there, and they will have typical powerlifting equipment. So gyms just register on powerliftingwatch.com who have the equipment, and they have everything listed of all the equipment that they have. So at least using that resource, you can see like where places have squat racks, where you can deadlift, if you want to work on a platform, if you want to use kilos. You can check on powerliftingwatch.com and get all that information there. So what I would do is find a gym close to you. A lot of times, if you're, it depends on where you live really, but a lot of times you're gonna find a gym and it's not that close to you, but let's say it's an hour away. It may be worth it if you're just getting started to find a gym that you can go to just on weekends or Saturdays or even one day a week and be around other powerlifters and use powerlifting equipment. That's what I would suggest doing. You need to find a gym that you can do all the movements safely, and then once you find that gym, if you have a gym that's close enough to you, I would call them, tell them that you're a powerlifter, and maybe they have resources there so you can talk to someone in person about what you want to do, why you want to do it, and if they can help you out. There's powerlifters all over the world, and hopefully you'll be able to find someone. If you can't find a powerlifting gym anywhere near you, what I would suggest doing, if you have no experience lifting whatsoever, just Google yourself a nice little CrossFit gym that will be close. Yep, I'm just gonna go ahead. That's how I got started, was with CrossFit. You will learn how to squat and conventional deadlift, maybe even sumo. You will learn how to do that in a CrossFit space. You'll have all the equipment that you need. You won't have the freedom to do exactly what you want, but if you're looking to just get started, I would definitely recommend just going to a CrossFit gym. KF Fitness 13 asked, can I be one of your strong friends? And the answer is, yeah, girl. Yeah, just subscribe and then we friends. Comment on my videos, tell me what's up, how you doing? So yeah, we can be strong friends. I think we are. We are strong friends now. A Jazzy Life 08 asks, what made you start working out and what made you decide to powerlift? So I've always been an athlete. I have like my YouTube fitness story that I can link below, but that's a little outdated, and I was like not as comfortable in front of a camera back then when I recorded that. But so I was always an athlete, even in college, but I decided to run a marathon with my mom, and I think that kind of kickstarted my adulthood fitness interests. So I ran, not a marathon, I ran a half marathon with my mom, so I got into running, and then shortly after that I started CrossFit, and then moved on to a bikini show, and then gained a lot of weight after that, and was just like too chunky to be running around in CrossFit, so I decided to do Smolov. And I just actually did the base cycle of Smolov, and I made a lot of gains, and I started realizing that I could potentially be a competitive powerlifter. So that's what got me into that. Really just like being good at things is exciting to me. So it's not like I found this passion for powerlifting before starting doing it. I just kind of fell into it. HaleyBot4 asks, do you need to work out in a particular type of gym to powerlift? sort of. Yes, I think you can train powerlifting most places, but you will need to be able to train in a place where you can deadlift. A lot of gyms don't let you do this because it's really, really loud, and unless they have bumper plates, you're picking metal plates up off the ground and then putting them back on the ground, and it's not a slow movement. You can't really like quiet your descent. You shouldn't. So you do need to find a gym that is comfortable with you doing stuff like that. So like any type of Planet Fitness will not be ideal for someone trying to train for powerlifting because you can't even deadlift. A lot of gyms like that, like 24-hour fitness, some of them don't even have true squat racks. So yes, you do need a particular type of gym to train powerlifting. Haley bought 4, again, this is a good question, so I wanted to include it. Would trying to compete in powerlifting even be worth it? I'm 6 feet tall. Or would I be better off focusing towards bodybuilding competitions? I was just thinking about something like this today, and my own body and what I would be most competitive at. And if you want to compete in something, powerlifting, yes, it's going to be harder for you because you have much more. Your range of motion is going to be much bigger than someone who's like my size, who's 5'3". So your sport for your body, if you're interested in strength sports, might be strongman or strongwoman. A sport like that is probably most ideal for your body. So that's something you could think about if you're, really trying to maximize your potential there. But, if you're 6 feet tall, you're also going to be in a different weight class. You're probably, unless you're super, super fucking skinny, lean, 6 feet tall, probably won't be in my weight class, it's 63. So, you're just gonna be competing with a different set of girls. If you're 6 feet tall, I'd assume you're a bit bigger, at least heavier weighing. So you're gonna be competing with people who are weighing the same as you. So, you may run into taller girls there. So I wouldn't focus too much about that and being like so competitive. Just find a sport that you really, really like. If you wanted to maximize the potential, again, maybe you could think about strongman competitions. They are very, very fun. I gotta say, probably more fun than powerlifting competitions. Depends on what you like, but in my opinion, they're more fun to watch, and they're cool. It's cool to watch people do strongman stuff. Oh, Georgina? Yeah, that's it. Georgina Stanway asks, how do you stay so positive? You keep it together so well when lifts don't go to plan, but I always get so frustrated. You're a huge motivation to me, by the way. Keep killing it. Thank you so much. That always means a lot to me. A lot of times I create things and I'm just like, does anybody effing care about this? But it's good to know that people do, so thank you guys for always commenting. But to your question, not the most positive person, but I have to always remind myself to big picture. You're gonna be in the gym for a very, very long time. For me, this is what I love to do. This is my passion. I'm gonna be there for as long as I'm healthy enough to be there, and for as long as I'm still having fun. So I have made a promise to myself to, whenever I go into the gym and things aren't going that well, I promise myself that I will not let it ruin my day. I will not let it ruin my training session. So just to keep the big picture in mind and know that you're in there for life. We are in there for life, homegirl. And we are, you gotta come back tomorrow or the next day or the next week, and it's not gonna be your last training session. So just remember that, this is a long game that we're all playing and we're all just trying to get stronger. So Super Muscle Bros asks, how tall are you and what weight class do you think you would be most competitive at? So I am 5'3", I'm at the 63 kilo weight class, that's 138 pounds, 0.89. In USAPL, the next weight class down, I believe, is 123. So just to give you an idea of my lean body mass, at my very, very lightest, the lightest little girl that I was, I got my body fat percentage, I got my body fat tested and I had 114 pounds of lean body mass. So I think it would be pretty near impossible for me to get down to 123 without losing a lot of muscle. Now that I'm not that big, like I'm not that huge, I do have quite developed legs and glutes, so probably most of my mass is there, but I think me as an individual, I will have the best lifts at the weight class that I am now. Like for me, as far as being the most competitive, the 63 class is extremely competitive. It's the same class that Jen Thompson is in. It's very, very competitive. And now, as you know, powerlifting is getting bigger and bigger, you know, we're only gonna see more women in the classes and it's gonna be just more competitive. Also, a lot of girls have been cutting down to this weight class as I did from December to nationals. So, you know, we have Rory Alter. She's in the 63 class now. She just qualified for nationals. Fucking unbelievable lifter. She's got about 400-pound deadlift. She's unbelievable. And then Katie Ann, I don't know her last name, but she's from Columbus, Ohio. She's also cutting down to 63, like, and she just competed, squatted something crazy like 325 pounds on her second attempt. She missed her third at 347, but you know, just like these girls are really, really good, and people are joining this class, so it'll be interesting to see at nationals how well everyone does, and you know, maybe it'll mix things up. I think Jen Thompson still has the lead on entry total by quite a bit, but you know, it'll be interesting to see who podiums and is in the top 5 at that meet. Will you ever do a collaboration with Nikki Blackheader? I would love to. Obviously, our goals are a lot different, but Nikki's strong. I think she's like 114 pounds. I think it'd be interesting to see Nikki do a powerlifting meet, if you ask me. So if ever Nikki needs some advice, I mean, holla at me, girl. We'll get you there. You know, obviously she's has a lot more subs than me, much bigger channel, but you know, if I think, stop fucking texting me. Jesus Christ. Sorry. So I think, I'm always down to do collabs with anyone. THAN94 asks, when did you take part in your first meet? My first meet was in December 2014. What are your future plans for the sport? My future plans for the sport are to just keep doing it, keep powerlifting until I have fun. I'm interested in strength sports. I think maybe after nationals, I might take a break from competing and do some strongman stuff, or maybe like try to get lean or something. I don't know, it depends on where my goals are there. I may, as an athlete, be a little bit more competitive in strongman, because like I said, the 63 class is so nuts, crazy nuts right now. But I love powerlifting. I'll probably stick with it for the long haul. But now that my bones are nice and healthy and young, so maybe I'll do some strongman stuff in between meets. So that's the end of this video, you guys. Thank you so much for all your questions. You know, like, I like doing videos like this, so like it. If, you know, this is my first Q&A, so if you like Q&As and want to see more of them, please give me a thumbs up or comment below. I'll try and, you know, if it's liked enough, if it's upvoted enough, then I'll do another one. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you're staying strong, and I love you, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh, and last thing, I gotta pay some bills, so I got this nice little cute romper from She Inside. I'll link it below. You know I got bills to pay. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!